everyone and welcome back to today's video. I got a lovely compliment on my makeup yesterday. I was like, oh my goodness. I was getting my nails done and a lovely girl who does my nails, she's lovely, she's amazing the way she does my nails and I just love talking to her. But anyway, she was like, oh my God, your makeup looks so nice. Are you going somewhere? And I was like, no, this is just, I put my makeup on every day. She goes, oh, it's really nice. Anyway, I thought I'd recreate it today because I thought, oh, in that case, I'll do a video. So this is exactly what I did yesterday. I used the Ambient lighting foundation in this shade 6.5. What is he doing? Bertie, what are you doing? He's climbing under that radiator. Hey! Hold on. He keeps taking all the tennis balls out of my mum's garden and then bringing them home. So now I have like all these old tennis balls, but he does that in the park as well. He'll pick up a ball and he'll just take it home. So I applied this because on the weekend I did like a few different makeup looks. And you know when you do something different to what you usually do and you're like, yeah, I did not like that. Why did I do that? Why did I not just stick to what I normally, oh, I'll try some different eyeshadow shades. No. When I'm in like a makeup, I'm doing the same makeup, I like to stick to it. Like I can't change it, otherwise I just don't like it. So I'm just gonna apply this foundation. I was trying out different foundations as well. Like I'd put on the Charlotte Tilbury one, didn't like it. I'd put on the old Bear Pro, did not like it. So at the moment, this is the one I'm liking. It's so nice to get a compliment on your makeup. I absolutely love, I really enjoy getting my nails done because it's such a lovely salon and the girls are just so lovely and just chatting to everybody. It's like, I would never want to go somewhere where it's just one-on-one. I like going there because there's always other people and we all chat together kind of things. It's so nice. So I really was on a high yesterday because I had such lovely interactions. Even though it was like pouring with rain, I thought, oh, it always happens. I walked in. I like to walk in. Thought I'll get myself, I wanted to get myself a festive coffee, but it was too far to go to Starbucks in the rain. Ah, no, what is it? Costa, I was like, it was pecan something or other. Pecan latte, butterscotch, and I thought, oh no, I don't want anything buttery, I don't want anything nutty. So I went back to, then I went to Nero. So I went to Costa, then I went to Nero, and I thought, oh, I don't like the sound of their stuff either. And they also give you a massive latte, which I don't want a massive one. At least in Starbucks you can get a small. So I ended up going to Gales, who were doing a spiced chai latte, which, yeah, it was alright. Put some concealer on. Anyway, I was listening to this podcast yesterday, and it's called 40, I can't remember what it's called. This is 40, we are 40, 40 something, I'll leave it below. And it was about friendships and friendships as you get older. And it was really interesting. Oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you so enamored by what's going on behind those baskets of toys? Anyway, it was so interesting because it was like, they were talking about friendships and when friendships aren't progressing because they're just becoming update friendships. So you meet for brunch or you meet for coffee and it's just an update. You update your life, they update their life. And she was saying how it doesn't really progress the friendship because they just become updates. And to really strengthen a friendship or to progress the friendship, you need to actually do things together, create memories, rather than just each of you updating your life. And I thought, well, that's so true and that's so fascinating. You know, so instead of meeting up for brunch and just running down a list of how's your life going, how's your life going, instead go to a spin class together, go for a walk, go and do, like errands together, or go to the shops, or have a day out, maybe go to an exhibition, like doing things together to strengthen your relationship or to progress the relationship. I thought that was just so interesting, because otherwise it does become, and then you think, oh, well, I don't want to go and sit and talk about myself all day, or perhaps you don't want to give the ins and outs of your entire life, when you have those friends where you see them once in a while, and it's just, it's nice to have the update, and once in a while, you want to share, you do problem solving and things like that, they said, but it's also good to do things together. And that's really, really, well, it's new to me. It's something new that I think, oh, I didn't know that. Because I have a friend that we kind of really only meet up. Bertie, can you not sit on top of the thingy? That we only kind of meet up. We used to just only meet up once a year, basically, for our birthdays. And it was an update, and that's exactly what it was, an update relationship. And I used to think, well, what's the point of this now? I'm bored of talking about the same thing over and over again. But the last time I saw her, I had suggested an autumnal yoga. It was an autumnal yoga Pilates sound bath experience thing at a place called D'Oyly Island. It's really funny. It's like this big manor house on a little island near where I live, and it was an evening thing, and I'd suggested it to her, and she was like, she's one of these proactive people, like, yeah, brilliant, and let's book it. So we did, and we did that, and it's like, it was the first, because we met at the gym. I met her at the gym, and that's how we became friends, organically, really organically. That's how we became friends, and we were always meeting at the gym, hence why our friendship was almost like we were friends for years, because we used to always go to all the classes together, spin classes, body combat, gosh, all of it. And then obviously I moved away, out of my parents, and then it was too far for us to be gym buddies again. Anyway, so we used to just meet for breakfast, like on her birthday and my birthday. And it's the first thing I thought about now with that podcast. Yeah, it's an update friendship. You're not really doing things together, so your relationship really isn't really progressing. It's not really, you need to do things like, as kids, you go to children's parties, or you go to the playground, you have a day out, you're doing things, or you're reading together, or you're finding common hobbies that you like, book clubs, things like that, going for group walks or exercise class. So it just reminded me of that, and then I thought, gosh, wow, I actually did do something with her because we did that class, and we said that we must find Pilates classes to do together, which we haven't done yet, because I'm not the best at looking things up. It's not my strong point. I'm not the one who's gonna look for the best class or look up. That's not my strong point. When I feel like it's someone else's strong point and it's easy for them to do and they enjoy it, that's better for me. So some people are like, yeah, I'll find the class. So I'm the sort of person that you find the place, I'm there. But if I have to kind of look it up myself, I haven't got the patience, and I get a bit overwhelmed by like all the other million things, like all the other different places. This we can go to, we can go there. I can't make the decision. So it would be nice if the other person just said, like if they said, right, I found this Pilates place, 10 o'clock on Wednesdays in wherever, do you want to go? And I'm like, yes or no, But this is the mini lip and cheek from Milk. But if I'm the one, if it's down to me, it'll never happen, because I'm not really. I happened to see this on Instagram, the D'Oyly Island thing, and I made the suggestion, but I knew she'd like it, and I knew she would book it. I would never book it because I can't commit. I can't make the decision to commit to do it. But I knew she would. So there we go. Do things with people more than just, you know, just having brunch or something. You know what I mean? Especially those people that you don't see often, I think. So yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. I thought, oh my gosh, I must talk about this when I do my makeup. Yeah. It's funny, some people you just click with, don't you? Like, I always think, oh, it's so hard to actually make friendships, but there are some people you just click with. And like there's a few ladies that I walk on my dog walks that I've known for, I've not known their names straight away, but I've seen them for years and I've known them. But then there was another lady that I met, and straight away, you know, she's told me her name. Like I've seen these other ladies for years and never known the name, but she's told me her name and she chats to me, and I instantly feel at ease and comfortable to be myself. And if you give off, if you make me, I know, if you make me feel like myself, I like you. You know what I mean? Like I can just talk to, like, I find myself talking immediately about, like I would if I've known you for years. And I love that. Love when somebody makes me feel like I can be me. And she does. And we often, it depends. We often see each other in the mornings there, and we might walk together or briefly with some other people as well. But there was a time when I'd come across somebody else, and I remember, I hadn't seen her ever before. And I remember seeing her going for a walk with another friend, and she had on clouds on. And I thought, oh, I'd love a friend like that. And then I saw her, there was a few things that I kept seeing her, but I'd never seen her before. I'm going in with this palette, and I'm going to go in with Ripe. This one. I'm going to be using these two shades and a shimmery, but I'm going in with Ripe. Oh, just hang on. Okay. The weather app doesn't say that it's going to be sunny today, so I expect it not to be sunny. Get back behind that cloud. Yeah, I don't want to say too much about it, but you know when something just doesn't sit right or feel right. And I don't know, it was just something, and I always like to go with my gut, like always. And suddenly this person that I'd never seen before was just constantly showing up every time I was out. And it was usually on a weekend, so I stopped. Something just didn't sit right with me. I think it was, I'm gonna go in with this darker one as well, further. I don't know. Do you know what I felt like? I felt like Adriana in The Sopranos when that FBI agent befriends her. I have to keep stopping and starting because the sun is in and out, in and out. Yeah. And I just thought, I don't know. It's like, you know when you don't see somebody, you've got your regular people you see always on the walks, right? Always. You've got my regular, I know where they walk, I know what time. And then suddenly someone new is walking there. And I did go on a walk with her once. I don't know, it's some that, I don't know. But then suddenly someone's always turning up. It doesn't matter like what time. Oh my God, I'm going to scream it. Take this shimmery shadow Snug. Like it didn't matter what day I went, what time I went. That person was like there. And I just started to find it a bit odd. And there was a few things that she'd said that didn't quite tally up or something. I don't know. I remember I felt like I thought they said they did a certain thing. And then I said, oh yeah, because you do that. And they were like, no, I don't. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure you told me that. No, I'm pretty sure you told me that. It was really a bit odd. There was just a few things that I just didn't, I just thought, I don't want this friend. I don't want to be friends. I don't. Also, it was like when somebody tells you a lot of personal stuff straight away, but I don't know, I was just like, why are you telling me, like, I'm going in this liner. I don't know how to describe it. All I can say is it just felt off. Oh, look, I've done this wrong now. Look, I haven't done this. It just felt very, very off. And I just didn't like it. And yeah, I just didn't like it. Oh my God. Battle of the elements today. Yeah, so yeah, and funnily enough, I've not seen her since. I have not seen her since. Because I knew that person didn't live where I lived, right? Because they said. So I couldn't quite understand. I could understand why they were there on the weekend, because, you know, but it was started to get during the week, and I couldn't understand, if you didn't live here, why are you suddenly, I don't know. Anyway, I have to go with my gut instinct. There was just something off. I couldn't put my finger on it, but there was something off. And I thought, my God, don't ever ask for my number. I do not want you blowing up my phone. No way. So yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So I stand by my feelings, because when I meet this other lady, I don't feel like that. I don't have that feeling. And I swear, one day I was coming back from the walk and she was coming in, and she's like, oh, hi. And I was like, what? You know, because I was trying to avoid her at all costs. And I swear, this other woman who was also walking out, there was a brief look. There was a brief look like she knew. And I was like, what's that look? It was almost like, I've been there with this person or something. I don't know, like watch. It was almost like a watch out. It was the briefest of something. And I was like, hold on, what was that? So I got to the point where I knew what her car was. So if I saw that car, I would park somewhere else. So I was like very, very, you know, vigilant about it. I know people's cars. I know where they park. I know, I can see from like all the way down there, I can tell exactly who you are by your shape and by the way you move. Everybody moves in a certain way, and I can tell exactly who you are, the way your hair is, you know? So I could always tell from a mile away, who it was. So I could see you. I clocked you well before you clocked me. So, yeah, always go with your gut. Like, there was just, I was like, nah, I don't want to be friends with you. Too much stuff going on there, and no, thank you. So yeah. Now for lips, I use the Worth It L'Oreal Colour Riche lip liner. This is a really nice lip line, actually. Lip pencil. And then I went in with Bitch Perfect from Charlotte Tilbury, which goes with this liner perfectly. It is a really nice warm tone pink. But if you're doing like smoky eyes or something, this is a lovely pink. There you go, look at that, isn't that nice? And there we have it. Let's do a bit of setting spray. My setting spray is nearly finished. You know how I like to finish something. And then that like that. Bertie's had enough. Oh, the sun's gone, thank goodness. Of course, when I've finished my video, it's gone in, of course. Let's just get my hair in situ. And there we have it. That's the makeup I did yesterday that I got complimented on. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I really like, there's something about the colours in this palette that are just so gorge. If I'd used something else, bar those brown, those oranges, my makeup doesn't look the same and I hate it. Like the other day I tried to use purples and pinks. You know, like I used to wear quite a lot of cool tones, and I kind of wore a cool tone lip, the Too Faced one I used to always wear, and a different eye, and I hated it. It just, there's something about these shadows that just, they're so bright and pigmented, and they just, if you've got hooded eyes, these two shadows here just completely open up your eye. And with the shimmer as well, it's just such a gorgeous combination, and I just love it. So I was really happy to get a compliment on my makeup, like really, because you know, makeup is my thing. And for someone to say it, I'm like, oh my God, that's great. So yeah, this is the look I had on yesterday. This was the complimented makeup look. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy that, you know, it was mentioned. And I want to make sure I do fragrance of the day, and I keep forgetting, so I've left it out. So fragrance of the day is Diptyque Eau de Well. This is, I have not put this down. Diptyque Eau de Well, absolutely gorgeous, and I often mix this in with my Fleur Heavy Cream for a really delicious, lovely, scrummy, vanilla-y scent. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my little friendship chat, learnt something new maybe, or I don't know. Leave any comments below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, because, you know, I'd really like to get to 10K. I don't, it's taken me 50 years to get to 10K, but yeah, that would be great. So thank you as always for watching and supporting and commenting, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.